Today, I want to talk about boredom. We sometimes hear this word a lot in the winter months when things are a little bit slower, when extracurricular activities aren't going on, or sometimes in the summer when your schedule and the pace of things is a little bit slower. And I actually love when my children say they're bored because it means we don't have a bunch of things going on, that it's an opportunity for them to creatively play, to really get into play without any sort of disruptions. So, when your child says they're bored, first and foremost, you don't need to entertain them. And you shouldn't entertain them because you need to allow your child to explore his interests and things that allow him to be creative. The other thing is resist the urge to put your child in front of the screen. What I do when my children say they're bored is I give them a choice. You can go to the playroom, you can go outside, or you can go to your room. And when I give their room as a choice, it's not a punishment. Sometimes it's just an opportunity to go and listen to music and have that quiet brainstorming time. My daughter likes to go to her room to draw, write. She finds a lot of her creativity there. My boys, on the other hand, like to go outside. They like to go in the playroom. And in our playroom, we have a lot of open-ended toys. I'm just briefly going to mention some things now, because I hope you'll check back in a few weeks' time when I talk more in depth about this. But you want to have some open-ended play. Some examples of that would be blocks, Legos, and then a lot of art supplies. The number one art supply that we always seem to run out of is tape. The same thing with outside. You don't need a lot of tools. Nature provides a lot. We have some building items. Now, sometimes my children still need a little bit of help with things to do. And so then I have a boredom buster jar. Again, you'll have to check back to the YouTube video to find out what I keep in here. And in my jar, I tell my children that they have to choose two things. They can't look, they just have to pull out two activities, and they have to choose one of the two. And then they have to complete it thoroughly. So it takes them more than 5 minutes to do. Just very broadly, I have some chore-like or practical life-like work in here. I have some exercise activities, and then I also have some creativity activities. And this is just sometimes they need that little bit of spark or that little bit of help to get them going. And as soon as they do one of these, then they're off and they don't need anything else from me. The ideas and the creativity is flowing. This is actually how my daughter began her bread baking business. She was telling us she was bored, and we kind of left her be, and she began to look through some of her cookbooks and decided then that when she gets bored, she likes to try to make different breads and different cakes. And so that has really flourished into a thriving business because we can't eat all of those carbs. So I hope you've gathered a few helpful tips from today. I hope you'll continue to check back and make sure you subscribe to my channel. If you are finding my tips helpful, please subscribe to my channel. In the meantime, follow me on Facebook at The Montessori Place.